Hi, I'm Jaquay Washington and I will be Stacy's financial advisor. Today we're going to help her figure out whether or not she's going to move out of her mom's house into her first apartment. So we're going to help her figure out the relevant, irrelevant, and sunk costs that will come into play when she plans on moving out. Here is my assistant, Elizabeth.
And we're going to be looking at the avoidable costs also. So let's get started.
So Stacy, you told me that you had a list of things that were important.
Yeah, I just wrote a couple things out that concern me. The first one, moving cost, like to get all my stuff out of my mom's house to my new apartment, parking at my apartment, the actual rent, application fee, and I still have other stuff to pay like my gym membership, car payment, internet.
Okay, so that's a pretty good list of things that you need to pay for. The first one, I believe you said, was the moving cost. So that would be considered a relevant cost because you would have to pay for the shipment, like the truck, wherever. If you do use a moving company, whatever it is that you do decide in the future, that is a relevant cost. So that is a cost that you should consider very important.
So what's a relevant cost again?
So relevant cost has the potential to influence a specific decision and should therefore be considered in your analysis. To be relevant, it must meet both of the following criteria: occurs in the future and differs from the decision alternative.
So my decision alternative would either be living at my mom's house or moving into my own apartment.
Yes, correct.
So like my moving cost at my mom's house, if I stay at my mom's house, I wouldn't have to pay anything because I haven't moved or anything. But if I moved to an apartment, it would cost me $100 to pay a company to move all my stuff.
Correct.
So that would be a relevant cost.
Yes.
Another relevant cost, I believe, would be parking because it's $20 at my apartment every month. And at my mom's house, I don't pay any type of parking. It's free.
Yes.
What about rent? I pay my mom $200 right now to help her out with bills and just rent. But if I move to an apartment, I'm going to have to pay $1,000 rent. Would that be relevant or irrelevant?
Yes, that would be a relevant cost because you're now going to pay a larger fee of $1,000 compared to $200, which what you were paying right now with your mom. So it's about an $800 difference, which is pretty large amount of money that you would have to think about if you do plan on moving out.
Oh, because I'm paying like $800 more, then it's a relevant cost because I have an alternative of only paying $200 instead of $1,000.
Yes.
Okay, what about like my gym membership?
Currently you go to the gym?
Yeah.
And when you move out, you plan on going to the gym as well still?
Yes.
That would be considered an irrelevant cost.
Oh, is that because I'm going to pay a gym membership either ways if I move out or I stay at home?
Yes. So irrelevant costs are those that will not influence a decision, either because they already have been incurred or because they do not differ between the decision's alternative. So either way, you're going to have to pay your membership.
So I think another irrelevant cost would be my car payment because I'm going to pay $400 for my car every month if I live at my mom's or if I live at my own apartment.
Yes, correct.
What about my internet?
Do you pay internet at your mom's house?
Yes, I pay internet at my mom's house.
Will you be paying internet when you move into your new apartment?
Yes.
Okay, well that's going to be an irrelevant cost.
And why would that be irrelevant?
Because it's a cost that you're going to pay when you are in your new house or your new apartment. And you still have to pay either way.
Either way, you would just be transferring from one place to another.
So it's like regardless if I live at my mom's house or if I live at my new apartment, I'm going to pay it regardless.
Yes.
So internet would be irrelevant because it's not going to affect my decision.
True.
Since I'm going to pay either ways, it has nothing to do with if I move out or if I live at my mom's house.
Right.
Yes.
But it would be relevant if I didn't pay internet at my mom's house because when I move out, I would have to pay internet.
True.
Yes. Have you put in any applications fee for any apartments you're interested in?
Yeah, I did put my application in at one apartment. It was $35. For the application fee, I'm just waiting to hear a response back if I got approved or not approved at the apartment.
Okay. I'm unaware if you know, but a lot of places the application fee is considered a sunk cost because once you pay for the application fee, you cannot get it back.
So it's like not refundable. Like I'm never gonna see that money again.
No. So regardless if you do move into a new apartment or you do stay at home, that money you can never get it back. So that's considered a sunk cost.
But what's a sunk cost?
A sunk cost is, or a cost that were incurred in the past and are not relevant because they will not change based on a future decision.
Oh, since I like already paid the $35, like it doesn't matter because I already paid it, so it doesn't matter because I'm never gonna get that money back. I already put in the application.
Yes. That's something that will not influence
my decision.
your decision for the future.
That sucks. I'm never gonna get that money back.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, it seems like we've got everything that you think is important figured out, whether or not it's irrelevant or relevant.
Well, my mom doesn't really want me to move out because she said that's a lot of money that I could avoid paying.
Yeah, that'd be considered an avoidable cost.
So, what are the things that would be considered my avoidable costs?
Okay. So, an avoidable cost is a cost that can be avoided by choosing one decision alternative instead of another.
So, some of yours would be the moving costs, the parking fee, and the rent. So you would avoid paying those three things if you just stayed at home.
So I would avoid the moving costs, which would be $100, because if I stay at my mom's, I won't have to move and I won't have to pay somebody to move my stuff. I would avoid paying $20 for parking at my new apartment, and I will avoid $800 for rent. Since I currently pay $200, I would subtract that from the $1,000 from the new apartment, which would be $800 I would avoid paying if I stayed at my mom's.
Yeah, so altogether you're avoiding paying $920.
Correct.
So that'd be up to you. If that number is too big for you, there are other options we could try to figure out for you. I don't know if you want to go back home, talk it out with your family. Somewhat of a better plan for the future.
Yeah, I'm thinking now that I figured out that it's going to be $920, I'm going to have to find a roommate.
And so don't forget that your relevant cost won't affect your decision between the two alternatives. And then your sunk cost is a cost that incurred in the past, and it will not affect your future decision.
Okay, just so I have it down, my moving out cost, my parking cost, and the extra rent I'll have to pay will be the relevant cost. My application fee will be a sunk cost because I won't get that money back. My gym membership, my car payment, and my internet payment will be irrelevant because I will have to pay that regardless if I live at my mom's house or my apartment. And the avoidable cost would be moving out, parking, and the $800 in rent because I would avoid paying that if I don't move out.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
thank you, Stacey, for allowing us to film this video with you in it and referring back to your own expenses. If anyone is out there that will also like some help figuring out their relevant, irrelevant costs, avoidable costs, and sunk costs, please give us a call at this financial firm at 1-800-555-1056. Thank you.